This is New York City. And this is Minecraft. Build the Earth is an international group effort to replicate the entire world in Minecraft at a 1-to-1 scale. 1 block in Minecraft equals 1 meter in real life. Build the Earth was founded by Pippin FTS in March of 2020 during lockdown. It was a way for people to experience and connect with the world while we were all stuck inside. In 2022, Build the Earth was officially recognized by Guinness World Records as the largest Minecraft project, boasting over 4,000 active project areas, with the largest team hosting 2,731 members, all dedicated to reconstructing New York City. Although Pippin FTS has stepped down as leader for the project, it is still going strong, with more than 40 active regions and countries, thousands of project areas, and tens of thousands of contributors. Early on, Decent joined the effort and has been involved with the New York project since the beginning, having his hands in everything from building and events to management and public relations for the project. I had the pleasure of spending some time with Decent as he walked me through the history, process, and scope of this staggering international endeavor. So is New York City completely done, or just like Civic Center area is completely done?
So New York City itself isn't done. This is like a misconception that a lot of people have when they see about the project. They think that entire countries will be complete because, you know, thousands of people have worked on something for years and years. You would imagine that some places would be complete, but we lose track of how massive these places are. We have a website for New York where we have plotted out each city block, and once it's complete, we mark it as complete, and then it automatically figures out the percentages, so we know how much of New York we've built-ish. For Manhattan especially. Lower Manhattan, we've just gotten over 70% of Lower Manhattan complete. So that brings Manhattan as a whole to about, I think, about 20%-ish, maybe a bit more. And then outside in the other boroughs, a lot less. So I think New York as a whole is maybe about 1-2% complete.
Okay, cool. That's kind of what I expected, because it is, I mean, it's so much.
Yeah.
The New York team has a lot of systems in place to keep things organized, ensure accuracy, and make it as easy as possible to join in and be part of this amazing project. One of these is the Progress website that Decent mentioned. Created by Janik and Noodle Soup, this system keeps track of everything for the New York team. Here we have a section of Lower Manhattan, and we have everything separated by block. We can see the different types of blocks. We have some that are not started, some that are reserved for builders, some that are in the process of being built, some that are under detail, and then we also have all the blocks that are completely done. This is quite a bit of building, but when we zoom out, we can see that this is just a tiny part of Manhattan, and that alone is just a tiny part of New York as a whole. This here is just Long Island, and we're working in this tiny section right here. This website is a fantastic way to keep everything in order. It even shows you other people that are online currently building and where they're building at. We can see an overview of the progress right here. Just in New York City, we have 25,751 projects that are ongoing. There are 11,021 city blocks that are in progress. 611 of those blocks are finished. And this is split up into the different districts and the 4 boroughs as well. Out of Manhattan, Queens, the Bronx, and Brooklyn, Manhattan is just about at 25% complete. We can see these separated by area as well. We can see 2 Bridges was completed on December 30th, 2023. There are 0 blocks left to be finished. 39 blocks of that area are done. This is what it's like to walk around in Manhattan in the Build the Earth server. There's an astounding amount of detail put into everything. We even have the street names. So right here, I know I'm at the corner of Canal and Center, and it looks remarkably similar to how it would in real life. Not everywhere has been completed to the same level of detail, and there are plenty of places that haven't even been started. Notice that even the builds that aren't started or reserved already have placeholders, and everything is already laid out in the correct position. This is thanks to MineFacts, who is the current project lead for all of Build the Earth. MineFacts is a builder and programmer who created a program that takes information from satellite images and LiDAR scans and automatically converts them into the basic layouts for the builders. The New York team refers to these as shells. The biggest benefit of this is that everything is laid out accurately in relation to real-world coordinates. You can go anywhere and type in the command /LL, and this will instantly give you the latitude and longitude of your location, as well as link you to that location directly in Maps and Google Earth. This process can be reversed as well. If you go onto Google Maps, find a location, right-click and copy the coordinates, you can use the command /TPLL, paste in the coordinates, and it will teleport you exactly to that location in the Build the Earth server.
This is what makes the project possible, automation. But there's kind of a debate in the Build the Earth community of, well, if we automate things so much to the point where, a building is completely made with no human input, there's no creativity, there's no, a lot of us from the building aspect of it enjoy faithfully recreating a building and getting all the details in there. And sure, you could have an automated version made, but you'd lose that artistic side of it, which a lot of people enjoy.
Yeah, then it's just, it's just a render in Minecraft. It's not something that's built. It's important to note that although there are build teams all over the planet, these processes are specific to the New York team. The map showing the progress and these shells based on the LiDAR and satellite images are designed specifically for and used only by the New York team.
The owner of the New York team originally is a German guy called MineFacts, and he has since become the owner of Build the Earth as a whole. He kind of did all of this around the same time as Build the Earth was starting, independently. He saw the same video that a lot of us saw that Pippin put and decided to combine efforts. So there's quite a lot of developmental people that are associated with Build the Earth that have contributed to it in some way and continue to do so. And they're some of the most important people to the project because things just wouldn't run without some of the systems that they've implemented.
Each team has their own way of doing things. Some groups prefer to do everything by hand, and other groups use automation to make things as efficient and streamlined as possible. So maybe you're thinking, hey, I want to go and help out. I want to go build some stuff, but I'm not good at building, or I'm not very good at Minecraft in general, or this is all very, very overwhelming. Well,
if anyone has any of those concerns, to anyone that thinks that skill might be an issue getting involved, don't worry about that. We have plenty of people here that will be willing to help you. There's automatic processes that will make sure that you start on very easy things and will only progress onto harder things when you understand the basics. We need as many people as we can get, so we're willing to help anyone that has an interest, and as long as you're willing to learn, you will be fine. I've seen so many people come through that can barely place a block when they begin that are now building skyscrapers that genuinely look amazing. And there's a lot to build. We need as many people to get involved as we can, because we care about recreating the project. The Earth is a big place, so if anyone wants to help, please do. That's the only thing. Just be willing. That's all you need.
How many people do you have, like regular builders in New York right now?
In New York, we have about, I would estimate, maybe 20 active builders that build directly in the city, and then we have maybe 5 of the buildings submitted a day by new users.
Okay, 5 a day is not too bad, actually. You got tens of thousands more to go, but that's not too bad from new users. That you guys do need a lot of people, though. So if you do want to start building, you really should. MineFact has an amazing video that goes over the process for beginner builders. It's very easy to understand. Anyone can follow it, and you can hop in and start building today if you want to. I'm also going to be building buildings on here, and Decent is going to do me the favor of walking me through the entire process. There will be a video about that out soon, and you can see everything in a great step-by-step guide, start to finish, of how you can get in here and start building. Speaking of building, Decent is also an amazing builder and has done some really fantastic builds. Him and I took some time walking around some of his builds and exploring the city and some of the other tools that they have for builders to use.
If I did it again now, could probably do it better. I think I built this before. Yeah, so we don't have like copper trapdoors and stuff yet. if we update versions, I'll hopefully redo the Statue of Liberty so that I can use copper trapdoors in the new blocks that were added.
Okay, I had a question about that too. If, like you're saying, some of the people are still building on 1.12.
Yeah, so in like Build the Earth USA, they unfortunately don't have all of the same things that we do, so it limits them a little bit more.
Do you guys end up with a lot of custom blocks like this?
We have a head database, just custom heads basically of just different textures. So yeah, we use these quite a lot. People are really not used to building on diagonals. Even people that have been building for years and years, they will struggle building diagonal. But if you ask any BTE builder, they now cannot build something straight. If I was trying to build something just for fun, I would have to make it like angled and all random.
Yeah, because there's probably nothing here, almost nothing that's not on a diagonal to some extent.
Yeah, sometimes you get really lucky and you get like the holy grail.
Just a square building.
But yeah, but then it looks really boring and ugly. So
these trees are really nice too. You got some good trees.
Oh, I'll show you. These ones now, we don't even use these ones anymore because these are considered bad trees.
Oh, okay.
But we have we have warp trees. We don't make each tree individually because, God, that would take a long time. We have some great builders that have made some trees, different types and things like that. So you can just find one that matches the type of tree, the shape, the size-ish. These ones that you're seeing here, one of our builders called Jen Andre, he has made this tree pack, and it is, I think, like 52 or 50 something of like the most commonly found trees in either like New York or America or something like that. And he's made them across all 4 seasons.
We also got lucky and had a fun little surprise while we were talking.
So I just saw a message in chat saying that a building got copied into the main world. So I can click and teleport, it teleports me to it. So these buildings that you see in front of you have, like I described earlier, been taken out as the shell, put in the separate building servers for someone to build, and it's just been accepted by one of our staff members. So now it's been pasted back into the map. You can see the one here that is light gray concrete, the shell to the left of them. Once a building gets scanned, it turns from a stone shell to a light gray concrete shell, which means don't build it, don't scan it again. It's already off to be built.
Okay, man, that's a really, really nice system.
The general ruling on interiors for time and privacy reasons is we don't build them because we can't build the inside of someone's house because we don't know what it looks like. But for public, kind of more famous buildings, we do allow it. So this is Brookfield Place, just next to the 9/11 memorials over there. And I can't remember which of our builders built this, but yeah, this is one of the nicer ones. And it's surprisingly accurate. I'm not very good at interiors myself, but the guy that built this is.
Oh yeah, this is nice.
There's a few notable places, but yeah, some nice interiors.
I love the thought of like looking at like this Burberry store and knowing that this is and was just some person's plan to, you know, like they are running this store, they work here every day, like this is their life, is being here full time. And to see it reduced down into, you know, like 120 blocks in part of this whole scheme, it puts everything in scale where it's like this store is multiple people's lives. And then to see how much is out there and for that to just be encapsulated in those few blocks and it really gives you a scope of like how big the city and how big the world is and how many people are out there having full lives that are also just encapsulated in, you know, just these tiny little builds.
Yeah, it puts everything into perspective, really.
Yeah.
And we have lots of people, like a surprising amount of people that come here, join and say, wow, like this is my apartment building, or this is where I work, and you guys have done an amazing job. So that definitely improves motivation for me, at least.
Did you find yourself having like an existential epiphany at any point building this, where it's just like really sets in like how much stuff is everywhere? Like, has anything like that kind of hit you in the face while you're doing this?
I don't know if there's anything in like in a negative context, but like, you know, it at least puts into perspective the scale of everything, like the world especially, because just this city is massive, like really, really massive, and everything is massive. There's so much to see, and I want to see it all. That's what my takeaway was. I want to see everything.
That's so cool. This is such just an amazing way to be able to explore it too.
Yeah, it is nice to see, because this kind of gives people the freedom to just find some random thing, learn about it, and build it. I will have to think of some examples, but I know an example in New York. At least recently, there was a park called Elizabeth something Park, and currently it's under threat of being closed by the city, and none of us knew this, but one of our builders was just building the city block that contained that park. He recreated it, we posted it on the Instagram, and the park themselves saw it and reshared it, and they're now currently getting a new court date to try and save their park because they don't want the city to close it. So
that's
in
so
doing
cool.
the building, yeah, we'd kind of learned about it and hopefully helped a little bit. Probably not, but you know, we shared.
I hope this video has inspired you guys to become part of this amazing project, and at the very least to go and check it out, because all the work that people are putting into this, it is just astounding. I love it so much. Thank you very much to Decent for taking the time to sit down with me and walk me through everything. And don't forget, I will be doing another video soon where Decent walks me through the entire process, start to finish, of me making my very first build on the Build the Earth server. So don't forget to subscribe if you don't want to miss that. And links to everything are going to be down in the description. You can check out the website, learn more about it. You can join their Discord. I really hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you soon. Bye. And a special thank you to all my patrons. I appreciate your guys' support so much. If you guys want to join the Patreon, you can get early access to the videos. You get some exclusive videos. You can recommend topics, all that stuff. Link for that is down in the description as well.